Hey everybody, welcome to another edition of the Avery and Daddy Show.
Merry Christmas! Yeah!
Avery, what are you doing?
I was watching How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was watching the kind of old version, the 2000 version.
Okay,
I feel like it has better graphics than the 2018 version.
I see.
Anyways, well, we're not going to be talking about holidays. We're going to do a holidays part 2 later. We are going to talk about the ocean and thalassophobia. We're going to talk about what thalassophobia is, and I'll talk about that later. And we're going to talk about how deep it is, and the scary stuff about it, and sometimes how it feels nice and unsettling. Anyways, it's the Avery
And Daddy Show.
Hey!
Cool. Well, so you've decided you want to change careers, right?
What?
What you want to be when you grow up? What do you want to be when you grow up now?
I want to be a marine biologist.
Yeah. So Avery's gotten really interested in the ocean, and his first career, what he really wanted to be before this, was a video game designer, but now he wants to be a marine biologist, which we think is really cool. And so, what are some of your favorite ocean type games?
Oh, so I like Subnautica.
Mm-hmm.
I like to watch you play that.
Okay, I haven't
like
played
we
that
talked
in a
about in
while.
the holiday
Yes.
episode. If you haven't seen that one, you should go watch it.
Mm.
And make sure to like and to subscribe if you have.
If you haven't already.
And please comment, because these are just things that we come up with. We want to find out what you want us to talk about. And we're also going to do some memes on TikTok, right?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, we'll do something like that.
Yeah. We already have some stuff on TikTok, Avery.
We do?
Yeah, I'll have to show it to you.
Oh. You can tell me.
Yeah.
Anyways.
And funny enough, one of them has to do with the ocean. Yeah. I'll have to show
Anyways.
you.
So,
What other games do you like that are ocean games? What's that game?
yes, Finger of Fish.
Ah, yes. I can't believe that you didn't mention that one. Yeah. You've been wanting that one for a while, right?
Yeah. And I got it for Christmas.
That's right.
But Sam didn't give it to me. Dad gave it to me.
Yeah.
And I play it on his tablet sometimes.
Right.
So, we're going to be talking about talk about the first depth of the ocean, which is, I like to call it Zone 1, because there's all these different types of names of zones. I don't like it. Anyway, Zone 1. So, you should know
We're
most
getting
of
further
Zone 1.
away.
You've mostly seen these. You'll see like dolphins. Let's see, fish. Maybe sometimes an octopus or two. Normal stuff like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it gets creepier. But we're just going to start off with Zone 1 and talk about that.
So it's like people swimming, right?
Yeah, that's where people swim.
Yeah.
And also where some scuba divers swim.
Yeah.
Zone 1, I would say you're from Zone 1. Zone 1 would be from 1 feet to 50 feet.
Okay.
Ocean, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, there's mostly just fish there. Not all fish, but most fish are there. Yeah, that's all I can think of that is at Zone 1. And sometimes there are crabs.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that's all in Zone 1. Maybe some starfish, some coral. There's not that much. It's not that bad, right? Well, as you see in this video, it gets way worse. We're also going to be talking about prehistoric sea monsters.
Oh
Cool. And also, yeah, we're going to be talking about it a lot.
Okay.
About the ocean and sea monsters.
We're kind of going all over the
all this
place.
stuff.
What's after Zone 1?
After Zone 1 is Zone 2.
Is that the Twilight Zone?
Yes.
Yeah.
And this zone is 5. It's okay. So there'll be some deep sea crabs. That's probably as deep as crabs can get. And there'll be most sharks that are there. Maybe not the nurse sharks. The nurse sharks look high up, right?
I'm not sure, Avery. I think you've done more.
Well, you went snorkeling and you went like 1 feet or 2 feet down and you saw that, right?
Yeah, I saw a nurse shark, yeah. But I mean, I don't know how deep a nurse shark can get. I mean, maybe it can get kind of deep. I don't know.
Okay.
But the reason they call that the Twilight Zone is because there's, well, it's pretty low. It's less light in that area. Obviously, the deeper you get in the ocean, the less light there is. So.
Yeah, and it's just interesting to find out creepiness in the ocean. Anyway,
Right.
so we're gonna be talking about that later. I'm getting kind of creepy about myself. Anyways, so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to talk about
What about the next zone?
Zone 3.
Okay.
And this is when it gets really bad. But this is actually my favorite zone.
So there's not any light down there, right?
Well, no. Unless you brought a flashlight down there, which there are some underwater flashlights you can bring, actually. Or if you had a submarine that used lights.
Yeah.
Which most submarines do have lights because you can go very deep in submarines.
Right.
Even the one made in 1955, you could go, well, I think almost to the bottom of the ocean.
Mm-hmm. Well, it just depends on what bottom of the ocean, because there's certain parts of the ocean that are deeper than others.
Yeah. Anyways, so Zone 3 has. I'm gonna start talking about some of the stuff. Well,
yeah. So
I'm gonna there's anglerfish.
Yeah. Is that your favorite fish?
Probably, yeah. But there's anglerfish, and let me explain to you what anglerfish are, because it's absolutely terrifying. You better be glad they're small. Well, they can get pretty big. They can get, like, really big. They can get, like, as big as, like, this table. But you better be glad that they're not huge. Stop. You better be glad that they're not absolutely huge. Because these things look ugly. Like, I mean so ugly. Like, talk about the anglerfish. You better stop, bro. Like, come on now. I'll show you a picture of that thing, bro. Stop. Alright, so talk about that.
Well, you know, one of my favorite names of the anglerfish is the football fish.
Yeah, because you like playing football.
Well, yeah.
And back in the ancient times, they named it a football fish for a reason. Footballs look like the football fish.
Right, so it's kind of shaped like a football, like a rugby type football.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you're asking why it's called an anglerfish, so it has a little angler? Well, hey, bring a Nemo over or something, because it will chomp it.
Mm-hmm.
You see, that angler attracts the fish, and it comes over to bite it. But when it bites it, the anglerfish eats the fish entirely whole. It can eat things bigger than what it is. But it clearly can't eat humans. But they get big and scary.
Yeah, they got
like the females are usually the biggest.
Yeah, like that. So yeah, and
it's kind of weird how they breed.
Yes, it is weird. So
Now,
feel free to look that up.
Yeah.
But we're not going to go into that. Yeah. But so what are some other fish that are down there that you might like?
There's the black sea devil, which is in the same family of the anglerfish. There's some deep sea jellyfish. There are there is the kraken. There is mermaids. So there's the siren.
Yeah. So anyway,
there's the megalodon.
Yes,
we're going deep. What? Okay. Yeah. So we'll talk about what ancient times had like ancient animals, like in another video.
Okay.
We'll talk about like dinosaurs and all the fighters are like, hey, the T-Rex. Yeah, we'll talk about that. Sure.
Yeah, T-Rex is pretty
like
popular.
the most basic or classic or most loved dinosaur ever.
Right.
Yeah. Now moving on. We're going to Zone 4, which is absolutely close. So I have this little thing on my tablet, on my school tablet, and it's weird. Because there could be dead whales at Zone 4. And if you've seen some TikToks where people are like, do not touch whales or do not go near dead whales because they will explode with flesh. I'm serious.
Wow.
And they can kill you, like, because their explosion's so fast.
Yeah. But I don't see how you'd be able to touch one because they're so deep.
Yeah, but the thing is, they can come up to the surface.
Oh.
So, but like one time a sailor saw it and he ran, he scuba dived straight out of there. Like
I see. Swam very fast away.
No, he was on a boat. He was just fishing or something. I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quickly. So you keep talking about some other stuff that was there. Talk about the fang tooth. You know about him?
The what?
The fang tooth.
I don't know what that is.
Okay.
I thought that was your nickname.
No, it's not. What? No. So the fang tooth is kind of like an anglerfish, but it doesn't have an angler, and instead it just bites. That's all it does. I mean, I guess it will bite you, but only if you mess with it or something. It mostly eats small fish or sometimes big fish like tunas and stuff like that. And usually they have to eat the tunas when they're in groups because they're smaller than tunas. But tunas can't even hurt them.
So I think what I'm going to have to do, like moving forward, is ask Avery if he's already gone to the restroom before we start one of these videos. If you can kind of already tell, we kind of do these in one take. So it's almost like, you know, live. So, although obviously it's recorded, but it's kind of gives you that feeling of live TV. But anyway, Avery wanted to talk about the ocean in this episode. And so he's really interested in that sort of thing. And I haven't really played any of these ocean games before this Christmas because I haven't had a chance to. So I found out that a lot of these ocean games like Subnautica, although it's an alien game, you're on an alien world and you encounter a lot of alien fish that do not exist. But the Feed and Go Fish actually has quite a few fish that do exist and some prehistoric.
No, all the fish exist on Feed and Grow Fish, and some of them used to exist, or some of them do exist. So, like for example, the ghost shark, which does exist in the depths of the ocean. So you see, the ghost shark mostly eats like very big fish, like tunas. But yeah.
But some fish that live now and some fish that used to live. Right.
So now the Bebos lives now. It's kind of like a piranha. But definitely doesn't go that deep. There's also sea turtles who go very deep. They go deeper than great whites.
How old does a sea turtle get?
I mean, they can get up to like 60,000 years old. Something. I don't know. I don't really focus on that. I just focus on how deep the ocean is and some of the creatures. So sometimes I'm like, is this a name from something? And I like look it up and look at all these other things and try to find some sea animals that exist or are extinct. Because honestly, I kind of feel bad. Like they were just doing their thing and suddenly something bad happened to them. Like dinosaurs were just doing their thing. And then a meteor hit Earth and killed them all.
Right.
Which, thanks, Earth.
Anyway, so, so a lot of these fish and things like that, I was surprised at how old they can get. I had always heard that sea turtles get to be around 100 years old, but great white sharks and a lot of these whales and things like that, they can get to be older than humans. Most humans can get. So I was pretty surprised by that. So you can look that stuff up and it's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
What else do you want to talk about the ocean?
We have like 4 minutes left. So we'll talk a little bit more, like 4 minutes left. And honestly, We're at the last zone, which is the 5th zone. Which mostly it kind of has boring stuff. Doesn't really have any like alive sea life. I like alive, creepy sea life. Not just. Well, it's still okay, but they have like. It's kind of gross. They have like germs at the bottom of the ocean. It's gross. No, I don't like it. But yeah.
Don't they have a lot of creatures that can make their own light?
Yes. Anglerfish. And also, they don't. Great white sharks don't even need their own light because they go like 60,000 something feet deep. Like that's like in the 3rd part deep or the 2nd part deep.
Right.
And
well, they can sense electronic.
Yeah, they can sense that, so they don't even need this. Like dark doesn't mess with them. They mess with dark.
There's the quote of the day, ladies and gentlemen. The quote of the day. I bet dark doesn't mess with you.
Yeah, I mess with dark. Oh no, it's Rush. I don't really care.
So
Back down.
What else?
Alright, so I mean, what do you want to talk about the ocean? Like, tell me what you know about the ocean.
What do I know about the ocean?
Yeah, and tell me your scuba diving experiences.
Okay. So I used to go scuba diving quite a bit in my 20s, and Avery is interested in going scuba diving, but he's not quite old enough yet. So we're looking at maybe having him do a thing where he gets to figure out what the equipment is and learn about the equipment and how to go scuba diving and stuff like that in the swimming pool. So we're hoping that maybe we can get that going for him in the future, near future. I have been scuba diving before. I'm open water certified. That's as far as I got. So you can get up to, you can do wreck diving, you can do a lot of different things like that.
I want to know all these different divings, but I'm just focusing on scuba diving.
Right. Well, no, I mean, it is scuba diving. It's just it's just different types. So like open water, you have to stay, in the open water, and you can only go a certain amount down.
Yeah.
So that you can get up if you need to.
But like the thing is, I mean, maybe this is just me right now, but since I've heard that people have like drowned because their air tank, they didn't get up quick enough, I'm probably only going like down to 20 feet deep.
Right. Well, when you take your exam or take your test or get certified and things like that, you'll have an instructor with you, and they'll be able to tell you what you need to do. So you just kind of follow the instructor and log your scuba time, like the time you're underwater and how deep you got and all that sort of thing, and follow the rules that the instructor put forth, and then you learn what to do. And from there, you're able to then go on to the next step, which I can't really remember what the next step is. It's advanced scuba diving, I believe is what it's called, and there's different classifications you can go into.
What they are really here for is to for the experiences that you got scared for.
Sure. So
the 2 times.
2 of the times that I got scared was we were scuba diving, and it really wasn't anything to be scared about. But I went scuba diving, and I went into the water, and I was going down, and I looked back up at the boat, and there was a barracuda. And the barracuda was doing its own thing and not gonna hurt me or anything like that. But if you've ever seen a barracuda, it's got a bunch of teeth, and it's kind of scary looking. It looks like something that would really hurt you. But the barracuda was doing its thing, and I was doing my thing, and we just kept on. And later on, I went back up and was talking to my friend and said, well, that barracuda was kind of scary. And he said, yeah, you see them from time to time, and they just don't mess with you. As long as you don't mess with them, they don't mess with you. The other time that I got a little frightened was I was actually snorkeling, and I had just put my head under the water and was snorkeling, and I looked down and there was a nurse shark, and it kind of scared me because I was just not expecting a shark to be right there. It was not very far away from me, looking right at me. But pretty much as soon as I saw it, it turned around and was out of there. It didn't want anything to do with me. And by the time I told my friend, hey, look, there's a nurse shark, it was already swimming away and it was booking it out of there.
Well, if it was already swimming away, they would have seen it swimming away.
Yeah, they saw it swimming away.
Oh.
Yeah. But I mean, it was
Yeah,
a good distance away from us at that point. So those were really the only 2 times that I kind of got freaked out because I was in the water and the shark was in the water and the shark went very far away.
Isn't that the only time you
ever
ever saw a shark?
Yeah, that's the only time I've ever been in the water and saw a shark. But it's the first time it happens, especially when it's not coming close to you, or when you're not.
Nurse sharks
seeing
aren't
it
that
from
bad.
far
Like, they're a
away.
little least concerning.
Yes, it's not,
Like they're along with angel sharks, whale sharks, and maybe like basking sharks. They're not even that.
Right. Well, a whale shark is very tame because it doesn't even have any teeth. But the nurse shark is a very tame, shark.
So like
Not
have you
aggressive is what I'm trying to say.
comment down below if you have ever gone scuba diving and seen a shark.
Yeah, that would be a cool thing
Yeah.
to hear about.
Because see, actually, most people don't really see sharks when they're scuba diving. Mostly they see fish, sea turtles, octopuses sometimes, and stuff like that. Now, they might see some threatening stuff, but mostly it's pretty small, like barracudas and stuff like that. Well,
Yeah, it's, a lot of people that go scuba diving hope to see sharks and whales and things like that.
Yeah.
I wasn't too excited about seeing a whale would have been great. But a shark, that was not something I was wanting to see because I have seen Jaws, and although that's very stereotypical, I'd rather not see a shark. If I saw a shark, I wouldn't freak out and jump out of the water or anything like that. I would just be it'd be like seeing a dog that I didn't know. I would be sitting over there thinking, is that dog going to be a nice dog or is that going to be a mean shark? Is this shark going to bite me? Is that doggy going to bite me? Like that sort of thing. It's not like there's a big bad monster coming after me or anything like that. It's just caution.
But usually great white sharks don't even bite you. I feel like bull sharks don't even bite you. They won't bite you. Now bull sharks are still at the top of the list for being the most concerning. If you saw a bull shark, you need to be very careful. I think you should swim the opposite direction. But as long as you're swimming the opposite direction, it won't mess with you.
Yeah.
But now most of the time you're okay. It's fine to do this with a bull shark, but you have to be careful. When you're touching a bull shark, you better be careful before it bites you. I'm not serious. This is not. I don't think you want to bite from a shark, cause
I don't want to be bit by anything. I don't want to be bit by a turtle, But yeah, there's worse bites than other bites, When people talk about venomous snakes and things like that, I definitely don't want to be bitten by a venomous snake. I really don't want to be bitten by a snake, period. Being bit by anything, an ant, is not pleasant, An ant
isn't that bad, but it's still not pleasant.
But being bit by a shark is really bad because not only is a shark's mouth quite large,
Yes.
You're in the ocean, and the ocean is full of salt water, and salt water on an open wound is not going to feel so good. And it's going to be a pretty terrifying experience no matter what bites you in the ocean. But it does not happen very often.
Yeah,
It's
most of the
very
time
unlikely.
sharks do their thing, but it's still cool to see. Just kind of scary because if you've seen Meg, you might think that's a megalodon, even though megalodons are absolutely gigantic.
Gigantic, yeah. and probably extinct.
Yeah. But people have said that like megalodons are still around, but they're at the bottom of the ocean. I mean, it's hard for me to believe that, but I try to.
Okay, Avery, we're kind of getting close to the end of our time here.
Okay.
And
well,
it's getting late at night.
yeah.
Sorry for my yawning. We're doing these movies or shows a little bit later.
Yeah, actually, I feel like we'll have a little bit time to do one like tomorrow.
I don't know about tomorrow. We probably shouldn't do one every single day.
Yeah, maybe not every single day, but once in a while we should do something like that.
Well, definitely. No, I think we could do some
So we'll say a couple more words and then we'll end the video. So thank you all for watching.
Right. Yes, and yeah, do like our video and subscribe to our channel, because that would make Avery very happy. And tell your friends about our show.
Yeah, and share.
Yep,
That's
share.
basically what he's talking about.
Right.
And comment, because have we looked at our comments? Do we have any comments?
I haven't looked at our comments. This will be our third episode that we have actually published on YouTube. We have actually done more episodes than this.
Yeah, we gotta publish more, like publish the ones that we haven't even published.
Yeah, we haven't put some of them out there yet. The older ones actually. But anyway, so I guess that's it, right?
Yeah. But we'll say a few more things because I kind of want this to be kind of long, but kind of short at the same time. So yeah. Comment down below any other ocean creatures you know at all. And every now and then in some of our videos we'll go get the special guest mommy or Erin.
Yes, but we're not gonna get her tonight.
Yeah, not tonight.
Not tonight.
But maybe in a couple other days we'll do it.
It would be nice to get some other special guests, not just mommy.
Yeah.
Maybe Granny sometime.
Yeah.
Or I don't know, somebody else.
What about Mom?
You know, if we could do some shows when we go on vacation.
Yeah.
We could pull in some of the people that we know. Did you know that I know a lady that studied to be a marine biologist?
And what's her name?
Her name is Danny Clifford.
And what did she see?
Do what?
What did she see?
Well, me and Danny used to go scuba diving together, actually. So, I don't know what she's seen before, but she used to stay. Well, and she did a paper on bioluminescence.
Oh, how old was she?
I guess early 20s.
About as old as you?
Yeah, I mean, Danny and I are about, well, she's a little younger than me, but we're about the same age. Yep. But you've met her before, but you'll see her again this summer when we go to the beach, and maybe you could interview her.
Yeah.
That'll be good. Okay, I think we made this long enough. I'm trying to keep these around 15 minutes.
So at one point we'll make like
and now we're almost
30-minute video, but this is not gonna be the day we make a 30-minute video.
Yeah, we're almost there, so.
So yeah, I'm gonna say like 2 more things. Please like, subscribe. If you want to share, comment. That would make me and my dad and everyone else's day feel better. Well, maybe not everyone else's, but it'll make most people's day feel better. And hey, cool, let's do it.
Be sure to do stuff with your
friends, and honestly, we make this just for fun.
Yeah.
We make this for fun.
Definitely.
Yeah. So,
I was trying to
I hope you have, what was it?
No, I was just trying to sign, you know, everybody, you know, a lot of people say the same thing every time when they sign off, like right before they sign off. And I guess, you know, for us, this is the Avery and Daddy show.
Yeah. So we're going to sign off in a very quick second. So the last thing I want to say is I really hope you guys have a good January, like in the last video if you haven't seen it. And I really hope that this video, if this video gets a couple, maybe 20 likes, that's our goal so far, because we're kind of a beginner here.
Yes, we're rookies at this. So
Yeah.
if we got 20 likes, I think that would be pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Could you do something?
That's like having 20,000 likes.
Yeah.
For
other people. Yeah. Anyway, we're gonna sign off and go hang out with your significant other, or call up your granny, or do stuff nice with your family, because that's what we like to do.
And like I said, we will edit some stuff on YouTube. Right. And I think that's gonna be a little bit it. The last thing is, have a good January, and that's the Avery and Daddy
Show.
I turned this thing off, buddy.